Here's something nobody talks about in the dating space. What happens when you actually get too good with women? Everyone obsesses over how to attract more, how to get better results, how to become irresistible, but nobody warns you about the psychological trap that awaits men who master female attraction. I've lived this reality for the past 3 years, and it nearly destroyed my ability to form genuine connections. By the end of this video, you will all understand why getting everything you want with women might be the worst thing that can happen to your romantic life. I remember the exact moment I realized I had gone too far. Sitting across from Jessica at an upscale restaurant, watching her laugh at everything I said, seeing the obvious infatuation in her eyes, I felt nothing. Complete emotional numbness. This beautiful, intelligent woman was hanging on my every word, and all I could think was, I could have this exact same conversation with any of the other girls. I am seeing. That's when it hit me. I had become a dating machine, but I had lost my humanity in the process. When you first start succeeding with women after years of failure, it's intoxicating. The attention, the validation, the proof that you're desirable, it becomes a drug. But like any drug, you need more to feel the same. Hi, one girl becomes two becomes five. 5 becomes a rotation of women who all blur together into a source of ego fuel rather than individual human beings. I found myself evaluating every interaction in terms of game. Did I create enough tension? Was I maintaining the right level of interest? Did I demonstrate enough value? The spontaneity, the genuine curiosity, the authentic connection. All of it disappeared under layers of calculated behavior designed to produce a predictable result. Here's what nobody tells you. When you become too skilled at reading and manipulating female psychology, you stop seeing women as complex individuals and start seeing them as predictable patterns. You know exactly which buttons to push, which words to use, which behaviors will generate attraction. The mystery disappears, and with it, your respect for the process. Sarah would text me about her bad day, and instead of genuinely caring, I would analyze. She's seeking comfort. I need to provide just enough validation to maintain interest without appearing too available. Lisa would share her dreams about starting her own business, and my first thought was yawn encouragement. It was how can I use this vulnerability to deepen her investment in me? Having too many options creates a paralyzing paradox. When you know you can attract most women you meet, every relationship becomes disposable. Why work through conflicts when there are 10 other girls in your phone ready to replace her? Why invest emotional energy when you can get the same physical and ego benefits with minimal effort elsewhere? I became relationship phobic not because I feared commitment, but because I had trained myself to see every woman as interchangeable. The skills that made me attractive to women also made me incapable of appreciating what made each woman unique. The most dangerous side effect: you stop feeling genuine emotions. In romantic contexts, everything becomes performance. You're so focused on maintaining your Havalius persona that you forget how to be vulnerable, how to be authentic, how to actually connect with another person's soul rather than just their attraction triggers. I realized this during an argument with Rachel. She was crying, telling me how disconnected I seemed, how she felt like she was dating a character rather than a person. My first instinct was comfort her or examine my behavior. It was to analyze her emotional state and determine the optimal response to maintain her interest while ending the conflict quickly. The skills that make you successful with women: outcome, independence. Emotional unavailability, strategic behavior are the exact opposite of what creates deep, meaningful relationships. You become so good at not needing any specific woman that you lose the ability to truly want any specific woman. This creates a cruel irony. The more attractive you become to women, the less capable you become of forming the kind of connection that would make you want to stop being attractive to other women. Breaking free from this pattern required conscious effort to rehumanize both myself and the women I dated. I had to deliberately choose vulnerability over strategy, authenticity over optimization, genuine interest over calculated game. I started forcing myself to have conversations without any agenda. No goal to create attraction, build investment, or advance the interaction just talking to understand another person's perspective, to learn something new, to connect human to human, rather than player to target. Men who become too successful with women often have underlying validation wounds that no amount of female attention can heal. We use romantic conquests to prove our worth, but each success only reinforces the belief that our value lies in our ability to attract rather than in who we are as people. The constant need to maintain attraction becomes exhausting. You can never fully relax, never show weakness, never be entirely honest about your flaws or fears, because you've built your identity around being the kind of man who doesn't have those vulnerabilities. If you're currently struggling with dating, this might sound like a good problem to have, but consider this. Would you rather have genuine connection with one person who truly knows and loves you, or surface-level attraction from dozens of people who only know the character you perform? The goal should not be maximum success with women. It should be meaningful connection with the right woman. Skills and strategies can get you in the door, but they shouldn't become your entire identity. You evaluate every interaction in terms of game rather than genuine connection. You find yourself bored during conversations because the outcome feels predetermined. You struggle to feel genuine emotions during romantic interactions. You see women as interchangeable sources of validation rather than unique individuals. You fear showing vulnerability because it might break your frame. The dating community sells the dream of unlimited options and effortless attraction. What they do tell you is that achieving this dream might cost you the ability to experience the kind of love that makes all other options irrelevant. Master the skills, but don't let the skills master you. Learn to attract women, but don't forget how to connect with humans. Become the kind of man who can get any woman, then choose to be the kind of man who only wants one. True success with women isn't about how many you can attract. It's about finding one worth stopping the game for. And if you're not careful, becoming too good at the game might make you incapable of recognizing her when she appears.